guys, this is Temilo and you're welcome to my channel. Last week I posted a week in my life trading. First, I want to say thank you to those that watched the video. That video has crossed 2,000 views now, and in that video I had a lot of losses last week, some partial profits, price reversing back on me, price not getting to my TP, and all of that. But this week the case is different. My TPs were getting smashed, even price going far beyond my take profits, and it's really nice to see. This is why we always say that risk management really matters in trading, because if last week when I was having losses I've blown my account or lost my capital, what will I use to trade this week in the foreign exchange market? So the bad weeks will not last for a long time. There are weeks that will be bad and there are weeks that will be very good in the foreign exchange market, so you just have to balance it out. And this week I went outside of my comfort zone, because I usually will trade GU and EU, but I traded GJ and even traded gold this week. And I like to say that I've now passed the phase one of the prop account I got last week. I got the account on Thursday and I traded the account for the first time on Friday. I was up 8% and I was left with 2% more to get to the profit target of 10%, and market reversed back. So I had to hold that trade over the weekend till Monday this week, but the trade ended up hitting stop loss. So that was it for the first trade I took on Friday on the account. And on Tuesday I traded GJ buys, and I was able to recover back the loss I had on Monday. Wednesday, which was yesterday, I passed the account with the trades I took. So right now I'll just show you all the trades I have taken, both on my personal accounts and the prop firm accounts. So let's get right into it. My chart is quite crazy right now because I have a lot of lines, because I was moving stop loss into profit gradually, so I was having lines so but let's just get into it right now. And yesterday we had FOMC, and it was really crazy yesterday, because yesterday too on the prop firm accounts I was already up I was up like 9%, and just 1% more to pass this account, price decided to start stalling and price was not moving. And I was like, is it that I'm jinxed or what? And I was like, can you please go up, because I did not want to be in the market during the FOMC on my prop firm account. I didn't want to. I just wanted to be out of the market before past the funded account before the news. But at the end of the day, it was during the FOMC that the last few profit that I needed was actually actualized, and I ended up passing the account. So let's get right into it. Let's get started. So you can see how crazy my chart looks, which is very unusual. See my EU as well, the GJ and the gold. So we'll start with the GU. So on GU I wasn't even looking to trade it, but it was very late before I started to kind of like break down the price action right there. So this was the buy I caught yesterday on GU. So let's have a replay back. So on GU, like I said, I came very late to this particular chart because I was looking at GJ. But when I saw what price was doing and the story it was telling, I realized that we had this 1 minute demand level right here, and coming to the London session on Wednesday, price was already pushing up from this zone. This is the London session. So as you can see, I started to see what price was doing, and I realized that once we tapped into this 1 minute demand from the left, price broke this high right here, and we came down here, and market mitigated this demand level, and from there we had another push up, and price broke above this high right here, the last high that pushed price there, and yet again market came back down, mitigated this demand level again, and from there you can see that price kept pushing up and up and up and up, okay, till we got somewhere around here. Market pushed up, broke above this previous high, came back again to mitigate the imbalance that we have right here and not properly getting here. So not just demand and supply zones will be mitigated at all times. Imbalances will be mitigated sometimes. So if you see, I always mention the 50% of imbalance sometimes, and from there we had another break above this. What did price do? Price went up, came down, mitigated this level again. So you can see that price has really shifted to the bullish structure on the lower time frame now, and overall on the higher time frame on GU, you can see that for the past week we've been pushing up and up and up. So it's a good thing when your higher time frame and your lower time frame corresponds. So I think my entry was now somewhere around here. You can see this was already almost 10 a.m. in London before I actually came to the chart to check on GU. And like I always say, price will move with liquidity. Like where liquidity lies is where price is looking to go to. So once we took out the Asian range low during the London session, the next point of interest was the Asian range high that has liquidity to be grabbed. And from right here, you can see that when market came back, we pushed all the way up right there, and price kept pushing. And because I was bullish overall on this pair, my target was for price to take out this previous high. But then again, we don't control the market. The market will do whatever it is it wants to do. Market might decide to grab this Asian range high and probably reverse from there before going up again. We never can tell. What we can just do is just maximize our positions, just take profits at where necessary, because we don't know exactly what the market can do. We can only kind of predict with our analysis where price might likely be going to. So as you can see from there, markets came back again to mitigate this zone again, and from right there, markets pushed all the way up. Yeah, and at this particular point on, if I go to the lower time frame, at this particular point, price was moving slowly, and I decided to just take out my position on GU at this particular place, which I was okay with. Let's move to the higher time frame a little bit, and from there you can see markets went to my final take profits here. And not just that, when I was analyzing for these buys, I went to the higher time frame to kind of look at, okay, if we are actually going to break above that high right there, where is price likely going to? And I realized we have this massive imbalance right here. If I go to the daily time frame, you'll be able to see more clearly. So on the daily time frame as well, you can see, so I had this zone marked out that, okay, if we're actually going bullish, market is coming up into this level of supply with this massive imbalance. So you can see I marked this the beginning of the imbalance to the last bearish candle that we have right here. And what can we see? Market came right into it. Okay, I even actually slugged right there. So market smashed into it during FOMC yesterday, and from there we started dropping. So that was it on GBP GBPUSD. Let's move to the next pair. This EU trade that I ended up getting into was very funny because I told myself I wasn't going to get into this EU at all, because one, after I analyzed GU and I got my entry into GU, I realized that during this London session, market was not really coming to this level of this order block that we have right here. Market just mitigated this demand level here and broke through this demand. Looking down here, you see that we have imbalance here. I love to mark my imbalance like this. Imbalance and this order block right here. So I was expecting price to push down into this level at least before we start pushing up, but we didn't get that push. So I realized that okay, what price just did there was just to take out liquidity and grab stop loss of people that had their stop loss at this level. So let me replay this chart as well. I'm saying on this lower time frame, I wasn't happy with this last low right here. This was like a set of like equal lows that price can easily grab to come down into this level right here. But then I saw the way price was moving again, just like GU. We broke, market couldn't take out the last low here. We created high, we shifted, created another high, we shifted, because we didn't actually break this low. Can see we didn't take out that low. So I saw that I think we have a shift already. And what did market do here? Market broke this, and when price came back to this level right here, it was already New York session. So you can see the whole of London session, there wasn't like a particular trade to get into, but coming down to the New York session, market gave this confirmation entry for buys right here, and you can have your stop loss at this low or at this particular low, depends on you. So this was the confirmation entry, and when we pushed up again, just like I said, I didn't want to get into this trade, but when we pushed up again and came back, I decided to then get into this trade and take buys into this area. That was my target on EU. I just wanted market to reach this level, because then on my prop firm account I just needed a few more percentage to pass the account. So I wasn't looking for something crazy on EU. And from there, market came back down again into this level. We broke structure again. You can see that we broke the high that gave us this low. We broke the structure again. Market pushed up. We came back. I added another entry here, just little position, and I had my take profit set at this particular level. And the market kept stalling. Let me show you. Market didn't move at all from this particular zone right here to this area before the news. You can see what price was doing. Market was moving very slowly, and I was like, can this thing just reach my take profit before the news, because I just want to be out of this trade. But then I just left the trade, held onto the trade, and during FOMC, market just went and my take profit was it right there. Let's move on to GJ. If you watched the video I posted on GJ talking about me breaking my trading rule, over there I got into a buy trade from right here. Yes, I was able to take this buy trade on GJ, and in that video I mentioned to you that if market was already pushing down when I did that video to show you the profits I made, and this trade brought me back from my drawdown. And I mentioned in that video that it might be that price is coming to take out the Asian range low that we have right here before then pushing back up. So that was on Tuesday. So coming to Wednesday, you can see market took out the Asian range low that I was talking about. Market took it out. We created a new Asian range low right here, and you can see that I wrote out some things here. I have 5 minutes. I have it logged. The reason why I locked it is because I usually delete a lot of things from my charts every time. So from right here, I have this. When I came to the chart during the London session, when price was pushing down, I was trying to see, okay, where is price going to? What exactly is on the left side that price wants to get to? So I was scanning through time frame to time frame, and I was able to get this 6 hours. So from right there on the 6 hours time frame, I saw that this was the last black candle before we had this break of structure right here. Can you see? This is the last down candle. So that was why I marked it out as 6 hour low. So this 6 hour low was like, okay, I don't think price will get below this. And if you check the 20 minutes time frame as well, we can see that we have a clean demand right there on the 20 minutes time frame. So I now understood the fact that price was coming into this level of demand, and we might get some reaction from there. Then the 5 minutes imbalance, let me have the replay so that we don't have to move too back. So if you go to the 5 minutes, you can see that we have an imbalance right here. Let me mark that out for you. You can see this was the imbalance we have on the 5 minutes. So I now understood why price came into this level, to fill up this imbalance and to mitigate that demand zone and fill up that imbalance. So let's head back. You can see at the exact close of the imbalance, price got to it, and from there I got into an entry as price was pushing up, and my stop loss was at this level right there. Can you see the body close of this move? Because I realized it was the 5 minutes imbalance that price mitigated. So I had my stop loss at this body close right there, and I was in the trade as well. So I didn't even wait for a confirmation entry. So this was an aggressive entry as price was pushing up, and since my overall bias for GJ was for buy, so I wasn't scared to take that entry. I had my entry right here. Yeah, this line on my MetaTrader, this line was the price that the broker executed my buy. So this was my entry right there, but I just have it right there because this was like the last bearish candle before the push up. So I got into the trade right there, and markets was pushing up. Later we got the confirmation entry right there, and here again I got into another position, but this time I've moved all my stop loss into this last low that we have right here, and price was pushing up nicely. Let me take this out. So you can see that I also have a mark here at this high. So I was expecting price to break above this last high, and this was the point I wanted to close out of my trade, because if markets should push into this zone, I should be done with my prop firm accounts. But then can you see what price did? Price refused to move up. It really refused. So it was there for a long time till the news, till we had the news. So during the FOMC, it came back down, and if you want to see why it came back down, you can see that it came properly to mitigate this zone one more time before finally pushing up. And from there, my if I wasn't trying to pass a challenge or anything, I would have waited up to this zone, because this is the take profit zone that I have marked out on this analysis. You can see that we have massive imbalance here that needs to be filled. I mentioned it in the other video that this zone will be filled later on, and as you can see, it has now filled, and even price is heading even up and up and up. So but I was really done with all the profits I had, and it was okay for me. There's no need to hold for too long. Then moving to gold, this is gold. Gold was a risky one too, but I got into it. During the London session, markets took out the Asian range low, the previous one and the new one we formed on that particular day. Market got to this other block right here, and from there we saw a move to the upside from right there. This was also a risky trade because just below that other block that I showed you just now, we have some kind of imbalances below it. But that 15 minutes time frame, you can see that this zone is really powerful because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 candles. So with these candles right there, I knew this was acting like a strong support zone for price. And moving down to the lower time frame now. Oh, let me cut that. And moving down to the lower time frame from here, you can see what price did after tapping into this other block. Market broke above the last high that gave us this last low. We broke above it, and it was from here I got into this trade. Seeing this bullish candle being printed, I got into this trade. I thought to myself, or should I just wait for a confirmation entry, that is wait for price, because once we break social price we come back into that zone. But I just decided to just execute my buy trade when price broke above this high. But as you can see, even if I had waited, price would have come back into the 50% of this imbalance. But all the same, markets could just continue pushing up in some cases. So I was already in the trade, but this was the perfect entry, confirmation entry, and I was in this trade right there. I closed out of this trade at this particular point right there because I realized market was not moving. Market kept consolidating, and I was like, this is enough profit for me on this particular trade. I was okay with it, even though my target was for this high right here and for this imbalance to be filled. As you can see, market came back down again, mitigated this level of demand, and during the FOMC went up first, came down, then went up again. So you can see right there. So having strategic entries and exits is very good. One thing I've noticed about FOMC over the years is that if you are not able to get a trade during the FOMC news, whatever direction that the market goes to, so let's say for example during FOMC, let's say market went all the way up during FOMC. If you wait for some time, market is going to come back down in that same day of FOMC. So I think as from next month, I'll try to capitalize on that too. So you might not necessarily be in the trade when the market first pushed. Probably you don't know which direction the trade might go to. But if you wait patiently for it to go to the direction it wants, after the news has been released and the market cools down, markets will always reverse to the opposite direction. So you can see it happen here on GU. It went all the way up and it reversed back down later on. So this is like an extra thing that we can usually use and catch more pips. But I was just done for the day because I've been on the chat since morning till evening time. And today is Thursday, and this is where we are in the market. I'm not trading today because usually after you make profits like this, if you are trying to trade and trade again, you might just end up losing it. So I will try as much as possible, allow the market to cool down, have new directions before I start trading again, maybe tomorrow or Monday.